right, shalom, 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 shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites. We come out week in and week out to prophesy the downfall and destruction of Babylon the Great, which you know is America. All right, Sodom and Egypt also goes by through the Spirit. Also, this is the whore that rides the beast. This is the end times that we're in. All hell is about to break loose. The money system is crashing. The women are losing their, well, the people are losing their mind. Hey, and all that, before we do anything, we want to give all praise to the Lord and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and many blessings to all you brothers, Akim, Akwaf, all right, that come in the right spirit, the same spirit, that all speak the same thing, all right? And we're going to go into a topic dealing with the war, the coming war that's going to engulf the entire planet, okay? And eventually it's going to end with Babylon the Great being blown to smithereens. And we say this with a glee because this place needs to be fucking destroyed, because this is the thing, this is the glue that holds all the wickedness throughout the entire earth together. As long as America is still around, there's going to be whores on the Gulf shores of every other country, no matter where you fly to. Okay? There's going to be wicked niggas in Ghana. There's going to be wicked niggas in Nigeria, and so on and so forth. All right? But we got a job to do to tell you of the truth of the matter, which is of the Bible. And we're going to start off with Jeremiah 28 and 8. Go ahead, bro.
All right, it's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, and verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
That's right. We come out to tell you the matter of fact. We're going to tell you what's really going on. Not like the fluff media, not like fluff news. We're going to tell you what's really, truly going on. And we're going to give you a biblical narrative to back up our claims. We're not telling you this because it sounds great on a Hallmark card. We're telling you this because it's the truth. Whether you want to call us fear mongers, you want to call us whatever you want to call us. What you can't call us is a liar, okay? Because what we're going to do is we're going to go through the Bible, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. Matter of fact, okay, Isaiah 28, Isaiah 28:10. I think you can start it now. Start now.
All right, it's the book of Isaiah, chapter 28, and verse 9. It says, whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine?
That's right. Who is he going to teach knowledge? Whom is going to be able to understand this doctrine, this mystery? Okay? The scriptures are known as the mystery. And that's why Yahushua came to unlock that mystery for his elect. Started with the men that are going to highways and byways to preach his word. They're the only ones that are proclaiming the same message as Yahushua. All right? The people of the world are proclaiming their message, which is unity, love, understanding, coming with your fellow neighbor, no matter what nation he comes from. We come with a different message. We're telling you that not only is this godforsaken place going to be destroyed by nuclear weapons, also, before it happens, there's going to be all hell breaking loose on the streets of Babylon the Great, which you know is America. Okay, and make no mistake about it, this is Babylon the Great. All right, go ahead, bro.
And we are not in the new covenant.
We got to throw that out there for some plug outs. Weirdos.
All right, it says, whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine?
That would be the elect. The ones that can receive this message are the ones that have a spiritual eye that's open. They're not carnally tied to this wicked ass place, man. All right, so many people have things to lose here in this society. That's why it forms their decision making. It forms who they are. Because they have a tie here in America, they don't want America to be known as Babylon the Great. And I understand that. Still doesn't make you not wicked, but I understand it. Go ahead.
Says them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast.
Now we brought out 9, so you understand that this is talking to the elect. This ain't talking to everybody, okay? Because the scripture says, let him that have an ear have it hear, or have an understanding, okay? Only the ones that are going to be able to understand this word is going to be able to break it down or process it correctly. They're not going to get emotional and start sharing a bunch of garbage of their opinion on the scriptures instead of breaking it down the way they were taught and the way they read it the first time they came in. All right? Go ahead.
Says for verse 10, for precept must be upon precept.
For precept must be upon precept. Read.
Precept upon precept.
Precept upon precept. Meaning you got to go into this book. You got to dig. You can't just leave it where it is. You know, like a guy we used to teach with. You know what I'm saying? Guy, you say he'll throw something out there. Don't break it down, but just throw it out there. Okay. No understanding on it. Meat all on the bone. What kind of nigga is that? Would you take a nigga to the barbecue? Okay, this nigga half eating the chicken, throwing the shit back in. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is that about? What you doing? I done barbecued all night, over here sweating and shit. It's 95 degrees out here. You half eating the chicken, throwing it away. Crazy nigga. But that's what a lot of emotional niggas do. All right, not going to them. All right, because we gonna focus on World War III. All right, but a lot of jakes can't understand the basic of the scriptures, the milk, and then they start to chew on the meat and start choking at the table. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't got nothing to wash it down with. That's what the milk was there for. Okay.
And not to get off topic, but like you got Nate, Bishop Nate changing his doctrine on the mark
constantly,
and then you got other groups out there, man.
Sons of Thunder right here in Atlanta.
Don't want to accept what the mark is.
Hey, you know what? And I don't know if you're watching this, Joel. I know you. I met you a couple times. I ain't gonna say I know you, but we had some conversation. That's the dude. That's the Apostle Tahar was talking about, the guy that was on that video. Now, what's funny about him? I'm gonna bring him up real quick. What's funny about him? He pulled up on me and the brother Tamayim at our camp, and our camp happened to be over by where he lived. I didn't know who the hell he was because I don't watch Sons of Thunder. But Tamayim didn't know until after. He told me, and I was like, damn, that would have been a good opportunity to ask him about the microchip, okay? Because he showed what's going on. And here's the funny thing about Joel. Joel, he didn't announce himself when he came up to the camp. He could have said, hey, look, man, I'm a part of the Sons of Thunder camp, da-da-da. I'd have did a quick little Google search, looked up, like, oh, Chip, what the hell? What's your thoughts on this? They would have had a nice dialogue or something like that. You know what I mean? Or, you know, whatever. He would have scoffed or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But either way, the edification would have came out. The point is, guys who come into this truth and are having a different doctrine or different understanding, or hell, you know, not understanding what they were learning before they came in. That's why he can break it down in the video. He can break it down in the video, but then say that's a lie, but then move the hell on.
And then if you notice, a lot of those camps that do that, they don't preach the elect.
Right.
They don't speak of the elect, and they don't go into World War III.
They never go into the elect. Never. They never talk about the elect. They never talk about the chip, or if they do talk about the chip, it's to promote, to basically come up against you. Okay. And again, it all goes back to the elect. I'm not here to look for all of Israel. That's why we bringing out Isaiah 28:10, where it says precept upon precept. Because if you understand precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little, how else could this be not talking about the elect? It said in Isaiah 28:10 or 9, it said who, man, bring it out one more time.
It says, verse 10.
Verse 9.
Verse 9. It says, whom shall he teach knowledge?
Whom shall he teach knowledge? That's a rhetorical question. People of the world, are they going to receive this knowledge? Were they written in the story to receive this knowledge? The scripture says only 1/3 is going to receive it. Go ahead.
It says, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine?
And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? What doctrine? Does the Bible say there's only one doctrine? One true doctrine. Well, if that, okay, by the process of elimination, would that not mean that there's only one true people that's going to receive that one doctrine? I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Says them that are weaned from the milk.
With whom that are weaned from the milk. Okay, so if when we first came into the truth, guess what? We were learning not to eat pork, okay? Not to line ourselves up, not to sleep with another man's woman. We were learning the basics. These are milk things, okay? And Jake still slip on that in some cases, all right? But we were learning the milk things. These are things that helped us build a foundation. Right. So that from there, once we grew a little bit more, now we can start to build upon that foundation because we still got that milk. When you're an emotional cat or emotional nigga, what you're doing is you're saying the foundation is all wrong and you tear it all the way down. All right? That's going off. Okay? There are men that the Heavenly Father set up before us, all right, that helped us come into this thing and helped us understand. A lot of the labor that was done before a lot of us that were even alive. What?
It says, and draw from the breast, verse 10, for precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little, and there a little.
That's right. So the Bible is not a damn romance novel, okay? This ain't, remember, a lot of you brothers, I'm giving away my age here. Remember, a lot of you brothers remember the Babysitter Club? It ain't none of that. It's not a damn R.L. Stein novel. All right, you read it, it's a puzzle. You puzzle the Bible together. All right, we're going to give you a good example using World War III. All right, because World War III is going to come and it's going to be in this time period. I watched that video with the Elder Yashawamba and Elder Menatazaba did on that Proud Ass Devil, talking about America never fall in 20 lifetimes. Proud.
You need to sit right beside him.
Yeah, ready to jerk them off. Okay? Hey, you know, all you people that think America's gonna last that long, we got some Bible scriptures to tell you otherwise. All right? Let's go to Revelation 9 to 12. Because these people seem to think America, you better know that if you're not the only nation or the only empire to think that you will last forever. The Romans thought that they were going to last forever. The Egyptians thought they were going to last forever. The Greeks thought they were going to last forever. The Babylonians thought they were going to last forever. And so on. You're no different. You're no different. The only difference is your fall is going to be such in a way where nobody can ever say that's not of Yahweh. Dude, you're going to have to give it up. Hey, man. Hey.
City Babylon.
Right.
All right, it's the book of Revelation, chapter 9 and verse 12.
Read.
One woe is past, and behold, there comes two woes more hereafter.
Read it one more time, brother.
It says, one woe is past.
One woe is past, one world war. Go ahead.
And behold, there come two woes more hereafter.
That's right, 2 wars. Okay. Well, no, we already passed the second one, but there's another one getting ready in the horizon that's being set up right now. And we're about to show you line upon line, here a little and there a little, how this is going to happen in our lifetime. Okay? Now we're going to go to this article real quick that I got pulled up from the week. All right? And they're already asking, the question already been out there, but now it's getting more louder. You know, the people of the world are starting to ponder it a lot louder. Now that you got those people out there in Davos out there in Switzerland, okay, out there meeting for the World Economic Forum, all right? The people of the world are starting to realize something's up, okay? And as you starting to ponder, they're getting everybody in line, ready for the war to end all wars, all right? It says, will there be a World War III? The Bible just said, yeah. Okay, read that one more time, brother.
The book of Revelation, chapter 9 and verse 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter.
The Bible told us, behold, there come 2 more that come after. So this question is answered. You ain't even got to go into an article, but we're going to do it for edification, all right? Now they got a picture of Vladimir Putin, of course. The face of it, right? It says World War III has already begun, and ally of Vladimir Putin has claimed. Now look, he's telling you, Vladimir Putin's telling you World War III has already begun. Just because you ain't seen troops on the ground from America yet, don't mean it ain't already started. Now, I'll tell you how it's going to end. Russia's going to press that button, okay, and you're going to look up and you're going to see a bunch of missiles coming out of the sky getting ready to blow fucking Atlanta out of the fucking place, man. Slovakia, I'm trying to get the word out. It says, as he called Russia to launch a nuclear strike on Britain, France, and Poland. It says, propagandist Vladimir Soloviev, or whatever his name is, told viewers on Russian state TV that the Kremlin should bomb the West to stop their armored vehicles entering Ukraine. Now you know what that means. Okay, break it down.
And then you got, like I say, Germany.
Right.
NATO is pressing them
Right.
to send tanks.
Right.
So, you know, hey, how about somebody outside putting it on the spirit of
Right.
these devils, man?
Right.
They can't even stop it. They don't even know why they do it.
Right.
They just do it.
Right. They're just doing it because, hey, like you said, the Lord is going. The Lord got this thing ironed up. Matter of fact, Ezekiel 38:1, please. And speaking on Germany, Germany actually has a relationship with Russia. Okay, Germany, Turkey. Okay, Germany has that pipeline that got blown up that nobody's talking about no more. Okay, they have relationships with the Russians. Okay, and guess what? It's going to inform their decision in the end, which we're going to get in Jeremiah, what they're going to do to America. Go ahead.
All right, so book of Ezekiel, chapter 38. It says, and the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against God and the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him.
That's right, the chief prince. When you go on the ancient map of Gog and Magog, what you'll find out is that used to be that was a prophetic land, first of all. But now, when you look at that old land now to versus now, when you compare the map, that's in the area where Russia is right now. Okay, so you understand that, right? You'll go into that map and you'll realize what the Bible's trying to tell you. Okay, the Bible's trying to tell you that there's a people that's in the land of Gog and Magog right now, which also is known as Russia. Okay, Russia is in that land right now, according to the ancient map, all right, of the Bible. All right, Gog and Magog is being set up to come up against a land called Babylon the Great. All right, now Babylon, according to the Bible, is going to be the most powerful nation on the planet Earth. All right, in one period, more powerful than any other nation on the planet. They're going to have the most powerful military, and they're going to have the most powerful economic system. Who does that sound like? Sounds like America. Okay, good.
It says, and say, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, behold, I am against thee.
The Lord said, hey, look, let Russia know that I'm against you, okay? I don't want you to get it twisted. I don't like you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use you to destroy my ultimate enemy, which is America. Go ahead.
O God and chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
Read.
And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
What does that mean? The Lord said that he's going to turn you back. All right, he told the prophets to come tell the Russians, hey, look, I'm going to bring you back into that old Soviet Union spirit where you was in the late 80s, early 90s, hell, from the 50s up to the 80s, before the wall dropped, okay? The Russians are going to come back into an old Soviet Union spirit. How do we know that? Well, they had to have some balls to go into Ukraine a year ago. That took balls. That took a lot of balls, knowing that America was going to come up against them and the entire international community. What is that telling you? That means the Lord's putting the spirit of that Soviet Union back on Russia. All right, read.
It says, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen.
Horses and horsemen, meaning all your military, okay, all your military equipment, everything, you're going to put it all on display, all right? Everybody's going to see the weaponry, all right, that Russia possesses, all right? Unlike that stupid-ass Edomite that said that, oh, America's never going to be taken down. We got the greatest military. We got this, we got that. Okay? Well, you ain't never fought up against Yahweh. See, the Lord of Lords, the God of gods, the greatest God on planet, on the universe, okay? He has a problem with America, okay? He has a big problem, a big controversy with America. So much so that the destruction of America is going to pale in comparison to Egypt. And everybody knows about the story of Egypt, okay? What is it going to be said about America when it's destroyed? Well, this was the wickedest place to ever face the earth, okay?
And even as of today, this is a main hub of wickedness.
Right.
If you look at all these other nations, hey, Eve in America look just like Eve in these other countries.
Right. So
that's the influence they got.
That's crazy.
You know, even with the twerking, man, they had people over in Saudi Arabia twerking. You know, hey,
that's a goddamn shame, man. That's a goddamn shame. You can't even go, if you want to get you a good wife, you want to be, let's just say if you was in the world, you want to be a passport bro. Okay? You want to be a passport bro. You like, look, man, let me go over here. I can't go to Saudi Arabia. They might chop my head off. Let me go over here to Thailand or whatever. These bitches over here, these bitches the same way. Okay? Even with the women from Thailand, they might say we better women or whatever. But ultimately, when you get up on the internet, guess what? The American women are responding to these women, trying to convince them that their way is the best way. Don't accept these men, okay? Therefore, you're going to be locked, all right? Matter of fact, go ahead.
All right, it says, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sort of armor.
That's right. So you're going to have those nuclear weapons. You're going to have different tanks, fighter jets, okay? And also, you're going to have a company of armies with you, all right? Talking to Russia, all right? Russia will be brought into the old Soviet Union. They're going to come together. They're going to use G7 summits or G8 summits. And they're going to say, you know what, man? Everything we do is to protect our borders. That's what they're going to sell to the other people, okay? And they're going to say, you know what, man? If we don't stop them with you, they're going to come for us, okay? And that's the mindset that America has put into these other nations. Everybody's starting to look side-eyed at America, man. Go ahead.
It says, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
So everybody's gonna have weaponry, okay? Everybody's gonna have weaponry. They're gonna know. They're gonna know that America's the enemy, even those that are so-called allies. As it goes into, go ahead.
It says Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya.
Iran, Ethiopia, Libya. These are just some of the countries. Read.
With them, of all of them with shield and helmet.
That's right. So it names countries that are going to join onto Russia. Iran. It says Ethiopia. Now, what you don't know is that Ethiopia is one of the largest carriers of Russian armory in the world. Not a lot of people know that. Okay. So a lot of these countries that the Bible has already outlined, they're already participating. Iran, we know, because that's a sworn enemy of those goddamn 1948ers, which we're sworn enemies to them as well. But
it says Gomer and all his bands.
Gomer, Turkey. Go ahead.
The house of Togarmah. Of the north border.
That's Turkey, man. Hey, and all those other countries that's surrounded by it. They're starting to realize that America ain't on bullshit. Okay? They're starting to realize the promise that they make, they always break. We could have told you that, but you don't listen to us because we just some niggas. Okay? But now that you're dealing with the Americans close hand to hand, now you see that they ain't talking about nothing. And anytime they talk to you, you better know that there's some type of catch to it. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, and all his bands and many people with thee, be thou prepared and prepare thyself, thou and thy company that are civil unto thee.
That's right. What is the Bible telling us to tell Russians? Prepare yourself. I don't know if you've seen this, but there was a Russian that got up on TV, state TV, Russian state TV, and he was quoting the scriptures. He was quoting the scriptures. Okay? He was telling like, oh, we're gonna be something about Gog and Magog. I gotta look it up. I was like, yo, These people watch our videos. What do they say? What do they do or not? But they do. Okay? What is the Russian doing on state TV quote scriptures? Okay? They know what's going to happen. That's why they celebrate. That's why they going hard. Because we're those angels, okay, Lord willing, that's setting the four winds. Okay? These spirits are coming on these other nations, and now they're starting to realize, hey man, we need to strike while it's hot. Go to Isaiah 13:1, please. And see, that right there is an example of line upon line. See, we didn't just read one scripture. We read all the way down. We still got some more now. Okay, there's plenty more meat on that. But we're going to go to another precept to back up that, establish that understanding. Go ahead.
All right, it's the book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 1. It says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, the son of Amos.
This is the burden of Babylon. Okay? Just so in case you didn't know, America is Babylon. All right? So, with that being established, guess what? There's a burden that's coming up to you Babylonians. Or you call yourselves Americans, but you're really Babylonians. Okay? Or the Egyptians. All right? There's a burden coming unto you because guess what? The word, all right, is coming out and you're sick of it. You're sick of hearing this message. You don't like it. It makes you feel a little queasy, but we don't care. We got a message and a job to do. Go ahead.
It says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon...
We're lifting up that banner. This is that banner we're lifting up. We're showing you, presenting to you to the Holy Bible, and we're telling you America's going to be destroyed. Go ahead.
It says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them. We're exalting that voice. Hey, this is our commandments. Lord said, exalt the voice unto them. Lift up the banner. We're lifting up the Bible, and we're telling you, go ahead. Shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the noble.
That's right. So what are they doing? They're going into the gates of the noble. That means, you know what that means? That means they have people that are specifically set aside to watch us. Okay? How do we know? Go to Jeremiah 15:43. They have people set aside to watch us, all right, to watch what we're talking about, all right, to listen to our phone calls, to hack into our phones, to our laptops, our computers. They watch every move, brothers. Understand? Hey, as soon as you clicked on the Hebrew Israelite video, you're being watched. You are already marked. And you're entering into a war, as Elder Yashawamba said, all right? Which I completely understand and agree with. You entered into a war, okay? This is an info war for real on another scale. With
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, and verse 43. It says, the king of Babylon has heard the report of...
How did he hear that report? Well, we lifted up the banner. We lifted up the banner and we shouted. All right, it says to exalt. You look bugged out, man. You lifted. Read that one more time, brother.
It says the king of Babylon has heard the report of them.
The king of Babylon, which is you, what? Not you stupid Americans. No, you're peons. We're talking about the elite, those that are in Davos, Switzerland right now. All right, those that are meeting right now to seal your fate, whether you take the chip or not. Okay, those people like Klaus Schwab, okay, or Schwab, or whatever the fuck his name is. Okay, Harari, all those guys, man. They're all coming together to congregate to tell the world how they're gonna live their life. All right. The theme for 2016 was what? You will own nothing and you will love it. That was the theme. By 2030, it's 2023. What do you think things are going right now? Huh? Go ahead, bro.
They don't see it, man. You know, hey, you look at the prices in the grocery store, they slowly put that squeeze on you.
Man, the squeeze been on for a while. It's just that now it's starting to drip instead of how it was drop down like rain. It's dripping because niggas is feeling this shit out here. Salaki for my language. All right, when you got rappers like Cardi B complaining, okay, this bitch is a millionaire, multi, okay. Not that she's anybody. I mean, she ain't nothing but a damn industry slave anyway, okay? But what I'm saying is, the point is, the people of this society are starting to feel this, and they're feeling the message. And whether they acknowledge this or not is not of our concern. Go ahead.
It says, it's like book of Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 43. The king of Babylon has heard the report of them, and his hands wax feeble.
And his hands wax feeble. So he heard this message. All right, those that are in the red shield people, okay, you know, I use that or whatever. I don't know how they can strike the video. The red shield, the 13 banking families, I'll say that. The 13 banking families, they understand this message to be true, because guess what? They have all the records. They have all the documents. Everything that we've already went through the Bible, through the Spirit, and have explained and broken down correctly, the elite of this society have those documents in physical form, for the most part. Okay? They know what we're saying is true. It's just you peons, you don't know. You think we're just some crazy guys. No, no, no. We're telling you the truth. All right? Read one more time.
It says, the king of Babylon has heard the report of them, and his hands wax feeble.
And his hands wax feeble. Read.
Anguish took hold of him, and pains as of a woman in travail.
Well, so when you're in an anguished spirit, what does that mean? Well, you're angry because the message that you're hearing is going to piss you off because you know you can't do nothing about it. That's why the king of Babylon is upset. This right here, this image right here, they're done with this. This ain't got no hold over the elite no more. This came in for a time, okay? It's just you dumbass Americans that still hold on to this dumb shit. Although the truth is out here, you can look it up for yourself. You know that Christmas is going to fuck off, but you call yourself a Christian nation. Dumbasses. Go back to Isaiah 13.
All right, it's the book of Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 2. It says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain.
That's right, we're lifting up that banner again. It's causing angst, okay, amongst the elite. As it said in Jeremiah 50 and 43. All right, it's causing angst amongst the elite. They're understanding that there is a changing of the guard here. Go ahead.
Exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the noble. Which they did, which their overseers, or the people that they have hired to come watch us, okay, to report back to their king, all right, which is the king of Babylon, which is the Edomites, all right. They're telling of all the things that we're saying. And now the king has heard the report. Go ahead. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger.
That's right. So the mighty ones are the prophets, the men of the Lord, the women of the Lord, the children of the Lord. They're coming into a spirit of cursing this place out. They're removing themselves mentally and physically from this place. Not physically, okay, but mentally. They're not celebrating your stupid, dumbass holidays. They're not acknowledging your dumbass Babylonian ways or your Roman ways. Okay, the elect are starting to realize that this is a big ass con job. Go ahead.
It says, even them that rejoice in my highness.
Talking about the elect. Read.
The noise of the multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, and tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together.
Ooh, sounds like World War III coming. Go ahead.
The Lord Yahweh of hosts mustereth the hosts of the battle.
That's right. So the Lord, and just in case you didn't know, the Lord is the one that's behind all of the calamities, okay? What you would call calamities, but we call it through the Spirit, all right? We understand these things must happen, all right? So as World War III is being positioned, all right, coming together, guess what? There's a spirit on the earth right now. Go ahead.
It says they come from a far country, from the end of heaven.
What's that talking about? Those nuclear weapons, read.
Even the Lord Yahweh and the weapons of his indignation.
Woo!
To destroy the whole land.
To destroy the whole land. Where those weapons coming from the far end of the earth? Okay. You want to go to Deuteronomy 32 and 40. Deuteronomy 32 and 40. Read on down, I think, to 42. Because these people gonna realize that the Lord ain't playing no game. Those nuclear weapons were created for a reason. They were not created just to look good in a museum. They're going to destroy Babylon the Great for the most part. Go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, and verse 40. It says, "For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever."
That's right. Read.
"If I wet my glittering sword, and my hand take hold on judgment."
Read one more time.
It says, "If I wet my glittering sword, and my hand take hold on judgment."
What the hell is that glittering sword talking about? What is that glittering sword? Well, that's that glittering sword that's going to come from one end of the heaven unto the next. And it's going to do major, maximum damage. What?
It says, "I will render vengeance to my enemies."
No. Oh, the Lord said He's going to render vengeance to His enemies, man. And His enemies come far and as many as you can think of. Even 2/3 of the nation of Israel are enemies of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right? Read that part again where it started, the glittering sword.
It says, "If I wet my glittering sword, and my hand take hold on judgment,
Read.
I will render vengeance to my enemies."
The Lord said that He's going to render He's going to render damage to His enemies. What type of damage are we talking about? Go ahead.
It says, "I reward them that hate me."
And the Lord said He's going to reward them that hate Him. Okay. Now, how do we know that the people of this society hate the Lord? Well, when we bring out certain scriptures within the Bible that tells you of the behavior that you're supposed to exhibit while you're on this planet, people frown the fuck up. They frown the fuck up and they get all mad. They twist their face all up. That's the Old Testament. I don't like that. We're in the New Covenant, Ark. When niggas still smoking cigarettes out here. We in the New Covenant. Huh? All these emotional people of this society, they will be stopped. Okay, good.
It says, "I will make mine arrows drop with blood."
Woo! He said, and I quote, read that one more time.
"I will make mine arrows drop with blood."
The Lord said He gonna make His arrows drunk with blood. Huh? That don't sound like a peace resolution to me. Well, depending on how you look at it, because you're going to be in pieces, and that's going to be a resolution. That'll be the end of America, okay? And glittering pieces, all right? Thus says the Bible. Go ahead.
It says, "And my sword shall devour flesh."
Woo! The Lord said His sword shall devour flesh. What type of sword is the Lord going to use to devour flesh? Well, it's going to be intercontinental ballistic missiles. I wish I had that. What's that? Okay? The Lord said He's going to read that one more time.
It says, "I will make mine arrows drunk with blood."
The Lord said He will make His arrows drunk with blood. What type of arrows are He going to use? He's going to use arrows of His indignation. Read.
"And my sword shall devour flesh."
So now, what are we doing bringing this out? Well, we're bringing this out because the Lord's going to use a specific or a particular country, all right, by the name of Gog and Magog to make this happen. Dare us to prove it. Dare us to prove it. Matter of fact, hold that. Go to Ezekiel 38 and 9. Back to Ezekiel we go. Because there's a specific order that the Lord is going to use. See, the Lord said that He's going to use His arrows, His arrows going to be drunk with blood. Meaning He's going to kill a lot of people. Yes, the one you ignorant called God and Jesus, they coming to have a killing spree, all right, unlike none other in the world's history, all right, and He's gonna use nuclear weapons to do it. A lot of you people that are here, you're enjoying yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy America, because you don't have much time. Go ahead.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38 and verse 9. It says, "Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm.
Read.
Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land."
Read that one more time. Woo!
It says, "Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm."
Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. What that sound like to you, brother? You can break it down. What that sound like?
Hey, it's gonna be all kind of, hey, once you looking up at that sky, You gonna see it's gonna be total dark. You know how it gets dark when that storm comes?
Right.
Hey, once the wind start dropping, man, it's gonna be all. Hey, you ain't gonna be able to see the sun,
Right.
the moon, no light, man.
Right. And we're gonna get that we're gonna get that in Isaiah 34. Okay? But hey, we're gonna continue. I want you to read that one more time, because that's a powerful statement. All right, go ahead.
It says, "Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm."
That's right. The Lord said you will come like a storm, Gog and Magog. All right, and what kind of storm are we talking about? Go ahead.
"Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land."
That's right. Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land. Well, when you start to shoot off those missiles, as it goes into Revelation, when it talks about over 100,000 or 100 million missiles, all right, guess what? That's going to cover the entire land. Babylon the Great is going to get hit by so many missiles. It's going to be overkill.
No, I mean, you can't really imagine.
Right. You can imagine it, but it's going to be wilder than what you think.
Hey, I was with Jake.
No.
But I was with Jake. We were watching the Transformers. We were like, what you think everybody do if the spaceship comes and just hover over the city like that for real?
What the fuck can they do?
That's going to actually happen.
Right.
I mean, not to get off topic.
No. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a curse that the Bible talks about in Zechariah 5:1. That's the curse that devoured the earth. What can you do? What, you gonna get out your Glock? Huh? You gonna shoot at? You know the nigga woman. The nigga woman she gonna see that big ass gigantic quote unquote UFO, and she gonna see that motherfucker, and she gonna say, you know what, man, I'm gonna get my Glock out and I'm gonna shoot at it. I hope that motherfucker zap your ass in the fucking dust, man. Go ahead.
It says, "Thou shalt sin and come like a storm."
That's right. Read.
"Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land."
Let's talk about those nuclear missiles. Go ahead.
"Thou and all thy bands."
Thou and all thy bands, meaning Russia's gonna come with Iran, UK, Germany, Turkey. They're gonna all come together and say America's the problem. Go ahead.
"And many people with thee."
Hey, look, and that's what America has a problem, especially if Donald Trump. Not that it means anything, because you're hated all over the whole world anyway. All right. But once Donald Trump gets back in the office, he's gonna make it very abundant that he's against everybody. Okay? Just like that wicked ass devil that said that America ain't going down in 20 lifetimes. Right. He also said, which brothers didn't even really get in, this guy said that the American military can fight everybody in the entire world at the same time. How in the hell does that work? How the hell is you a military can fight against the entire world by yourself?
And then he's saying like Russia don't even have the capability, don't even really have nukes like that.
Oh my goodness, not functional.
He's
He's delusional. Just as the nigga one. Look, that's why they love. Yo, y'all can have this country, okay? We're just here for the popcorn, okay? We're just here to laugh as these things happen, all right? Because once this judgment happens, it's gonna be beautiful. And call all Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai, Lord willing, we'll be on a chariot laughing, pointing, and drinking good wine with our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai. All right?
tired of this shit.
Right. Seriously, man. Go ahead.
All right, it says, "Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai, it shall come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind."
Oh, Gog and Magog, Russia. There's going to be a thought that's going to come into your mind. Russia's going to think a thought. Read that one more time, verse 10. Russia is going to think an evil thought according to the Bible. Read.
"Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai, it shall come to pass that at the same time things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought."
And Russia will think an evil thought. Now, I'll let you use the process of elimination, what that evil thought is. They already hate America, and they already want to see you obliterated. So what you think that is? That's going to be intercontinental ballistic missiles. There's no reason. You think Russia's in the news for no reason? The Lord is the one behind all this. Okay? This place is going to be nothing but dust and particles real soon. Read.
It says, "And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwell villages."
Read that one more time, brother.
It says, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages.
This is the land of unwalled villages. You're open for an attack. Don't you understand? Your military is spread thin throughout the entire world. You have over 900 bases across the entire world. You're not going to be able to protect the homeland from what's about to happen. Don't you understand? Don't you understand military strategy? Like, come on, go ahead.
I will go to them that are at rest.
These people, these Americans, they ride up and down the street. They walk up and down the street, okay? You got women out here walking down, it's dark outside. All kind of weirdos and freaks and ghouls out here. Little girls, little boys walking out here, okay? Anything can happen. But these people are so at ease and so at rest, they ain't thinking about nothing happening to them. Because they thinking about a goddamn meetup, all right, at their favorite restaurant.
It says, I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely.
They dwell safely because they believe, like that dumbass Edomite, that American Edomite that said 20 lifetimes, America will still be here. That's a proud ass nigga. And that's what he is, a nigga. Okay? He just got pale skin. Alright? But don't worry, he won't have that pale skin for long. Alright? Because that shit gonna be dashed right off his body, off his flesh. It's gonna be melted, okay? Via intercontinental ballistic missiles. And Lord willing, we're in the chariot looking down, watching that same devil, laughing our ass off, drinking 2,000-year-old wine. All right, good.
It says, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates.
That's right. So all of you dwelling, chilling, okay, thinking that everything's all good. All right, America's, who's going to defeat America? Huh? America got the most powerful military on the earth, and that's true. You do have the most powerful military on the earth. But what you ain't accounting for is that you're going to fight against a God. You're going to fight against, not no Black Adam, no. You're going to fight against 144,000 of them, okay? And not only that, you're going to have to fight against the Leviathan. You got a lot of shit to fight against since you got the biggest, baddest military, all right?
And that Edomite, he does a small
synopsis
of what the rest of these Edomite think.
Yeah.
You know, I would not have a widow.
Right.
You know, my children, no lost children.
Matter of fact, let's get that. Isaiah 47. Isaiah 47 and 6. I was just thinking the same thing. And then if you want to get a precept on that, Psalm 10.
All right, it's the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, and verse 6. It says, I was wroth with my people.
Hey, the Lord was mad at us. Not nothing you did, Edomite. Hey, your science ain't the reason why you're in the power seat. What?
I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand.
That's right. The Lord gave you us. The Lord gave us. Yeah, the Lord gave us to you. All right. We're over here in this land called America because we went off. Not anything that you did, Esau. You're not as powerful or even as smart as you think you are. But you're going to be reminded of that real soon. What?
It says, thou didst shew them no mercy.
You ain't show us no mercy. Matter of fact, the way you had captivity was wicked as hell. Okay? Buck breaking, alligator, gator bait. That was wicked as hell what you were doing to our people. And the Lord had to suffer and watch that. Although we brought that onto ourselves, but what you did was you overkilled it. That's why the Lord's gonna overkill you. Go ahead.
It says, upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
That's right, upon the ancient, our older people, you had them out in just like you got them at Walmart, still greeting at 70 years old, still working, barely a goddamn Social Security check. They can't even get 100% of their VA benefits. Huh? You giving them 30%. They done lost a whole hand and an arm. Can't do nothing else but be a greeter. Just like you had our people out in the open field picking cotton. Esau, you so-called white people, you're gonna pay for a hell of a lot. You don't even realize it, but you're gonna pay for a lot. And we ain't asking for no goddamn reparations. Keep your money. We want blood. Go ahead.
It says, and thou said, I shall be a lady forever.
Hey, the Lord said you people are going to say with a proud statement, I ain't going nowhere. I'm America. I am never going to be destroyed. Just like Rome said, just like Egypt said, just like Greek said, just like Babylon said, you're going to go the same way, actually worse. Read.
So that thou didst not lay these things to thine heart, neither didst remember the latter end to it.
Read it one more time, brother.
It says, and thou said, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart.
You didn't care. You did all that wicked ass shit to us Israelites, and you thought that we would never, ever, ever get back into a power seat or be able to bring it up. That's why you tell us to get over it. Meanwhile, remember 9/11. Okay? You tell us to get over slavery, but remember the Holocaust. See, that's why the Bible calls you the hypocrite. The joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. Okay? Because you're going to be missing out of the earth. You're going to be deleted, okay? Out of the garden permanently. Okay? And before we delete your ass, we're going to have fun. Okay? We're going to embarrass you. We're going to kick your old people in the ass. We're going to tell your daughter to warm my bed up. Read.
It says, neither remember the latter end of it.
That's right. Read.
Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasure.
Hey, what does it say, Ezekiel? they're resting. They're at rest. They're chilling. Dwelling safely. Okay? Hey, the Lord is here. He sent his men to read precept upon precept, as we're doing, line upon line, here a little, there a little, to remind you, goddamn Edomites, your ass is going into slavery. And once you go into slavery, you're going to work sun up to sundown. Ain't no going to be no goddamn sunblock, okay? And you won't even have a damn machinery to help you, all right? A lot of jakes is going to make your ass dig them ditches with your hands, okay? You ain't going to get no shovel. Go ahead.
Says, therefore hear now this, thou that art given thou that art given to pleasure.
Man, you giving unto that pleasure. You're in that rest. You Americans are at rest right now. You think you can never be touching. Read.
That dwelleth carelessly, and saith in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
I am, and none else beside me. What does it sound like? I am God.
Sound like that Edomite.
Right there. Right. That's the mindset. They have a God complex. That's why those people over in Davos, Switzerland, that's why they're meeting together and saying, well, you know what? We're going to go ahead and implement our new system. Okay? The GR, okay? If you can understand what we're saying here. Because we got to speak in code because we're dealing with the YT. All right? You know, the small hat runs the YT, if you understand what I'm saying. Go ahead.
It says, I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
Woo! You said, devil, you ain't gonna look. I'm not gonna know the loss of children. I ain't not gonna sit as a widow. I'm not gonna lose anything because I'm America. Although you lost Vietnam, you lost the Afghanistan war, you lost the Iraq war. Hell, you've been on a losing streak. Okay? I would say you wanted to go for it, but I don't know about that. I got to do a little bit more history.
It's all everything they tell us is propaganda.
Go to Psalms 10. Start at 2 for me. Because these devils are proud of shit, man. That's why this glorious fall of America is going to be on such a scale. Man, it's going to be on such a scale that Egypt will pale in comparison. Nobody ever talk about Moses. Well, they're going to still talk about Moses. But they're not going to talk about Moses leaving out of Egypt, all right, the way they're going to talk about the Israelites leaving out of America. And we ain't going to do it on no goddamn airplane. We're going to do it in style, okay? We going out in chariots, okay? We going out watching y'all as y'all burn, all right? Read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 10, and verse 2, says, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor.
All right, Salakia. Hey, man, you get into it, man. Sometimes that happens, man, you know. All right, we just had to clear some storage. All right, so we're going to get back to it. We was going, where we were?
Psalms 2, Psalm 10.
Yeah, go ahead. All right, now just to recap. All right, we were just talking about how America's going to be laid flat for their wicked pride, mainly and foremost, but the Lord's going to use Gog and Magog, which is Russia, to do the destruction, or used to be destroying America, all right? And they're going to use nuclear weapons. Read.
All right, it's the book of Psalms, chapter 10 and verse 2. It says, the wicked in his pride does persecute the poor.
The wicked in his pride does persecute the poor. So the Lord sees all this, and guess what? He ain't happy, okay? He set us in this captivity true enough, okay? But that does not give you reason to be the way you were to our people. So therefore, you're going to pay for it, all right? There ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it, all right? What?
It says, let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
That's right. Let them be taken in devices they have imagined. They're imagining a world without Israelites. How do we know that? Well, the Georgia Guidestones right here in old Georgia before they destroyed them. Okay, that's one example. The Davos meeting out in Switzerland, that's another example. Okay, they are, and look, Psalms 83, okay, they come together under one consent, all right, to destroy, to cut us off from being a nation, right?
Not to mention the previous things like crack,
heroin,
the guns, drop the guns in neighborhoods and stuff like that.
Food deserts, okay. What's these psych meds? Okay, where they use on our children. All right, shoot them up with all kind of oh, he has a prop packing on up. You know what I mean? All right, we're back again. All right, Salakia. All right, so where we left out was Psalms 10. All right, the phone been kind of cutting off. So Salakia for the interruption. We're gonna go back to Psalms 10 and 3.
All right, so book of Psalms, chapter 10, and verse 3. It says, for the wicked boasted of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous, whom the Lord Yahweh abhorred.
That's right. So the Lord, all right, the Lord put the spirit on these devils, all right, to bless those who are of a covetous spirit. But if you notice in this society, they promote type of jobs where you basically step on each other's feet or toes, okay, to get to the top, okay? Whether it be women, when they have to sleep with their, their bosses or whatever to get to a position, Kamala Harris, or you know what I'm saying, or men, all right, they'll go literally, all right, tell, snitch, whatever they got to do to get to a certain position. That's blessing the covetous. You're blessing them with a position that they didn't earn. You bless them with that because they were more ruthless. What?
Says the wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after Yahweh Shai.
That's right, because he doesn't care. He doesn't think there's a Lord that's going to judge him for his wickedness. Okay? You want us to prove it? Go to Psalm 14 and 1. And then once you go from there, go to Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 1. You got it.
All right, Psalms chapter 14 in verse 1. It says the fool has said in his heart, there is no power.
That's right. The fool said in his heart, there is no God. That's what you run your society like there's no God, like nobody's going to judge you for all the wicked shit you did in your history. Read.
It says they are corrupt and have done abominable works.
They are corrupt and done abominable works. Read.
There is none good that doeth good.
That's right.
There is none that doeth good.
Read.
The Lord Yahweh looked down from heaven upon the children of men to see if they were that did understand and seek Yahweh.
That's right. Read.
They are all gone aside. They are all together become filthy. There is none that doeth good. No, not one.
No, not one. Okay? And all because the so-called white man is in the power seat. And he blesseth the covetous. All right? Those that are covetous in spirit and in practical sense, all right? They are going to be the ones that are going to make it to the top. They're going to be the ones with the new rap career. They're going to be the ones with the new contract, all right, with millions of dollars, all right, an Adidas contract, huh? They're going to be the ones with the Yeezys. They're going to be ones with the bad bitch, all right, on their side. Those are the ones that are covetous of this society. That's why you're going to get you got your consolation, and you're going to get a grand prize of nuclear weapons, okay? Go to Wisdom Solomon 2, all right? We brought that up because that's the spirit that the so-called white man has on the earth. The fool says there is no God.
All right, it's the book of Wisdom, Solomon, chapter 2. It says, for the ungodly say, reasoning with themselves, but not aright.
Read.
Our life is short and tedious.
Our life is short and tedious. All right, so they're saying we ain't got much time on here, right? So we just gonna go ahead and do whatever our hearts desire. Now, mainly we hate you Israelites, so we're gonna try to kill you off because there is no God, right? Read.
And in the death of a man, there is no remedy.
But in the death of a man, there is no remedy, meaning there's no judgment. Once I kill you, yeah, I might go to jail, or maybe I don't. Maybe I get away with it, okay? But then once I die, you can't do nothing about it. I'm out of here. Read.
Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave.
That is off. Well, according to the world, that makes perfect sense. Because when we say Yahweh shall return from the dead, they say you're crazy. You're bugged out. You're weird. Nobody ever came back from the dead. That's what he just said. Read.
Says, for we are born in all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been.
Read that one more time from the top.
It says, for we are born in all adventure.
You know what that means? That means the Big Bang Theory. That we came out of a Big Bang Theory, all right, from a million trillion years ago, which we can't quantify by no scientific data. But we came from a Big Bang Theory. None of us was here, but that's where we came from. Okay, the Lord Yahweh is not real. Okay, but we came from an adventure, and that's what that is, an adventure. Good.
And we shall be hereafter as though we had never been.
Yeah, we don't exist no more. Once I die, I don't exist anymore. Everything that I did on this earth does not follow me. Okay, I'm the great so-called white man. I will never be judged for my wickedness. I will always be the hunk of the earth. And guess what? Don't worry about what I did to you in slavery. Get over it. Remember the Holocaust though, but get over slavery. Get over that. That doesn't even matter. Okay, I don't care. Why are you crying? I didn't do it. I didn't put you into slavery. My forefathers did, but I didn't. It was me. Although I received stolen property, but whatever. Go ahead.
Says, for the breath of our nostrils is as a smoke, and a little spark in the movement of our heart.
Ooh, that is a proud statement. We've been going over a lot of proud statements. This is one yet another that the Lord. We have many reasons for you to be destroyed by the Yahweh B'Shem Al Shai, but we're gonna go. We're just gonna use this as one example. All right, go ahead.
Says, which being extinguished, our bodies shall be turned into ashes.
So basically, there is no God. That's what we're hearing from the devil. There is no God, and once I die, I won't be judged. Simple. Go ahead.
And our spirit shall vanish as the soft air.
And our spirit shall vanish as the soft air. Meaning, just like the smoke that comes up from the incense, it's going to vanish and you don't see it no more. Okay? Meaning they don't believe in reincarnation. They believe that you, once you die, all your sins go into bye-bye land. Doesn't exist. And don't let these Edomites fool you talking about some hell. They don't believe in no death. That's why they so scared. All right, when death comes, if you notice a so-called white person, they always be scared and crying and pissing their pants. Okay? They don't really want that smoke with Yahweh. They know what time it is. Read.
It says, and our name shall be forgotten in time.
So Davos, Switzerland is going to be forgotten in time. I'm here to tell you, Yes, it will, but not after your destruction. Okay? It's going to be, America is going to be remembered forever and ever and ever. It's not going to be like what you see it now. All this is going to be nothing but dirt. All right? Sand. Dirt and sand. And desert creatures. All right? What do I mean by that? Well, when the nukes fall on America, all right, after a time, all right, once that fire dies down, all right, this will be nothing but sand, and this will stand on the to the earth as a standing monument as to how not to run a society. Okay, this will be, everybody on the earth will remember America as to how not to be. Don't be like America, because this is what's going to happen to you. Go ahead.
It says that no man shall have our works in remembrance.
Read.
And our light shall pass away as a trace of a cloud.
Yeah, see? That's proud. But the Bible says that in Revelation, America will be a standing monument to the entire earth. Not a good monument, but a monument nonetheless. It's going to be the, hey, look, you don't want to run how America did. See, Egypt is still around. Iraq, which modern day Babylon, well not Babylon, modern day Babylon, ancient Babylon, which Iraq is right now, okay, they're still here. There's still people there. In America, as it says in Revelation, no man, not even the Arab won't pitch his tent. All right, read.
It says, it shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with beams of the sun and overcome with the heat thereof.
So he went into a scientific breakdown of how they're never going to exist anymore. No slavery, no nothing. It's just going to be blinked out of society. No, we ain't got to worry about no slavery. We ain't got to worry about digging no ditches. None of that stuff. The Bible says different. Go back to what's that? Psalms 10. Because you say, Esau, that you just going to vanish. Your crimes are going to vanish with you. Esau, you're wrong. Esau, you are wrong. Esau, you going into slavery, boy. And we going to whip backs, okay? And we going to have your daughters, all right, just like you had our daughters, all right, warming up our beds. You going to serve, all right, the so-called Black, Latino, and Native American men. And our women going to get their ass in line too, all right? Because eventually, it's going to come a time where you going to figure out that we are the kings. Read.
All right.
No, it started at 4.
All right, so book of Psalms chapter 10 and verse 4. It says, the wicked, though the pride of his countenance, will not seek after Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not in all his thoughts.
Read that one more time.
It says, the wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
What? The Bible just said the wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Lord. What did we just read in Wisdom of Solomon 2? Wisdom of Solomon 2. We just read that they gave a scientific breakdown of how they don't believe in the Most High power. The Lord is so specific. He gave it to you in a step-by-step process. He told you many similar tools, how they gonna think of it. All right, they look at it as a smoke that goes into the air. You don't see it no more, so it doesn't exist. That's what they think. They think you're gonna get away with this shit. Go ahead.
It says Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight.
That's right. So he can't look at the Lord with any type of understanding, because he has no understanding. Because he's a brute beast. That's why he's gonna go out like a brute beast. All right. That's why the Lord raising up Russia, all right, to think that evil thought. Go ahead.
Says, as for all his enemies, he puffeth at them.
What is he doing right now with Russia, Iran? He's puffing at his enemies. He said his enemies are not going to bring down America. America has the greatest military on planet Earth. That's true. But it's on planet Earth. You ain't never thought what's about to come from the heavens. That's why you got a Space Force. You think that you think Donald Trump and that government created the Space Force for no reason? No, they did it because they saw something. They saw something they're not going to tell the people of America. Because you'll bug the fuck out if you knew the truth. You'll bug the hell out if you knew what's about to hit the earth is going to be something out of this earth, out of this world. Okay? And you can't fight against it. And you can't beat it. Okay? It's stronger, faster, smarter, better technology. All right? And it's going to enslave you. Go ahead.
It says, he has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
Read it one time.
He said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
That's proud. That's the devil. It's gonna come a day where shit like that, you ain't gonna wanna have that out here. Okay? Cause them Gurgler troops gonna hear that noise and they ain't gonna ask, they not gonna get on the bullhorn, they just gonna start shooting. Why is your ass outside? Pop, 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 pop. Okay? Good.
It says his mouth is full of curses.
His mouth is full of cursings and deceit. We just read it in Wisdom of Solomon 2. That's all deceit and cursings. He said that he is not going to be held accountable for his crimes. Read.
It says his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity.
Who's that sound like? The devil. Go ahead. Oh, you want to say something?
He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent.
Just like your police department. Your police department sit off in the cut, all right, looking, scoping everybody out, all right, waiting for a nigga to get. We know you ain't gonna wait for the Brad and Scott. You going to wait for Tyrone and Rashad. That's who you looking for. All right, good.
His eyes are privately set against the poor.
That's what you do. That's why we get so many so-called police killings, huh? Now, not to get off subject, the point is their pride in the way you set up this society is what's going to be the biggest thing that's going to bring you down. And we ain't going to shed no tear for you. Even 2/3, we ain't shed no fucking tear for them. To hell with them. They chose their God. We chose ours. Go ahead.
He lies in wait secretly as a lion in his den.
That's right, just like First Peter 5 and 8. All right, be sober, be vigilant. For your adversary, the devil, he walketh about as a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. What?
It says he lieth in wait to catch the poor. He does catch the poor when he draweth him into his net.
That's right. So he used all these different tactics, okay, his witchcraft, all right, to fool you into thinking that you have a chance in this society when you have none.
It says he crouches and humbleth himself that the poor may fall by his strong one.
He crouches and humbleth himself and say, look, man, I'll give you a record deal, okay? All you got to do is sign the dotted line right here. You can have whatever you want. We're going to hold that, and we're going to go back to Isaiah 13. Matter of fact, go to Isaiah 34. What, this right here, the phone? All right, we're going to do this Isaiah 34. We get out of here. Because I'm already over time.
All right, it's the book of Isaiah, chapter 34. It says, come near, ye nations, to hear and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein.
The Lord said, come everybody. Hear the devastation of America. Read.
The world and all things that come forth of it.
That's right, the world, okay, your understanding of everything that you see on a carnal sense, all right, come all to see what I'm about to do to it. Go ahead.
It says, for the indignation of the Lord Yahweh is upon all nations.
That's right, the indignation, which is righteous hatred, all right, is upon all the nations. Read.
His fury upon all their armies.
Oh man, the Lord hates your armies. And he thinks you're proud. But who's the top army on the nation, on the earth? What's the American army? Go ahead.
He hath utterly destroyed them.
Oh man, go ahead.
He hath delivered them to the slaughter.
Read.
Their slain also shall be cast out. And their stink shall come up out of their carcasses.
Yeah, the Lord said that it's gonna be stinking out here with your blood. and your body in carcasses. And guess what? He's going to use nuclear weapons to do it. Go ahead. Or in many different ways. He's not going to just use nuclear weapons, but that's going to be the grand finale. Go ahead.
It says, and their mountains shall be melted with their blood.
Ooh, their mountain represents their government. Okay? So the government of the Americans are going to be melted with their own blood. Okay? That'll be the end of America. Read.
It says, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved.
How? Intercontinental ballistic missiles. Read.
And the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
What is that mushroom cloud? When you have a mushroom cloud, it opens up. All right, when it comes down, it's going to come down together, and then it's going to retract. Okay, and it's going to be a gigantic mushroom cloud, all right, over the city of Babylon the Great. Go ahead.
And all their hosts shall fall down.
And all their hosts, which their host is talking about their military, their army. Read.
And the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree.
That's right. So you going to fall by the wrath of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Hey, Yahweh hates this place. Yes, he created it, but he can hate it too. He hates the people here. Hell, I hate the people here. Okay, but guess what though? You people are going to fall like the vine off a withering tree. Go ahead.
It says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
Hey, that's the second time we read about a sword. Okay? That sword is talking about intercontinental ballistic missiles. Read.
Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Idumea. Okay? Can you get the definition? We're going to make it real quick. Can you look up the word Idumea right there? Tell me the definition, what it says. It's all done for edification.
So, Idumea, and it comes up as Edom.
Edom.
Red. Edomite, Idumea, descendants of Esau, the land of Edom, Idumea, and then it goes into the old land.
Right. So we're talking to you so-called white people. You go back, we'll finish off.
All right, it says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Upon the people of his curse to judgment. Meaning he hates so-called white people, and if he hates you people, you know he hates your land. And if he hates your land, he hates your goddamn kingdom. Go ahead.
It says, the sword of the Lord Yahweh is filled with blood.
Oh, the Lord said earlier when we read in Deuteronomy 32, which we can grab that, but we ain't going to, all right, because this Isaiah 34 is more than up to the point, okay? But the Lord said that he's going to use a sword to melt your government, to melt your mountain, all right? Get a good look of America right now for what it is, because this is the last time you're going to see it like it is. Before all hell breaks loose, all right, the financial system situation falls and disintegrates. And then Russia says, fuck it, let's go ahead and just melt this place. Okay, go ahead.
Says, it is made fat with the fatness and with the blood of the lambs and goats.
If y'all don't understand, America is a gigantic sacrifice. This is a gigantic sacrifice unto the Heavenly Father. Everybody that's on the shores of America, you are nothing more unless you're of the elect, and even those you're sacrifice as well. Okay, you're a righteous sacrifice. Okay. Everybody on the shores of America, you're either going to be saved or you're going to be destroyed. Okay? And this is a gigantic altar where we're giving our sacrifice, okay, unto the Heavenly Father, praying that he accepts it. Go ahead.
It says, with the fat of the kidneys of rams,
read.
For the Lord Yahweh has a sacrifice in Basra.
Woo! The Lord Yahweh has a sacrifice in Basra. All right, what is Basra? Basra is the capital of Edom. See, it names Edom a lot of times in this. That's letting you know that the Lord doesn't like this people named Edom, whoever they are. Go ahead.
And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
He keeps naming you. The land of Idumea here is America. This is Basra, okay? This is that capital. We'll hit on that. This is that capital, man. All right? So we're going to get up on out of here because, you know, time is running short. But you know, before anything, we want to you know, say thank you to all you brothers, the water to all you brothers, all right, that watch, you know what I'm saying, tune in. All right, we just try to do our part, all right, to bring out these lessons, all right, to edify the flock, okay, as we're edified on a daily basis ourselves, okay. We just want to build upon that foundation of Yahweh B'Shem Shai and pray that he accepts our sacrifice, and that America, it will be no more very soon. With that, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh B'Shem, Yahweh Shai, B'Shem Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Hey, many blessings and salutations unto the house of David, the Bayaf Dawadah. All right, and you brothers and sisters continue to push on. This place is going to be melted real soon. Shalom.
Shalom.